In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best budget cards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam on a tier list ranking from S all the way down to the D tier category, with about 30 to 35-ish of the best budget cards right now in Myteam, ranging from like anywhere under 35-40,000 MT for the top end budget cards, but a lot of these cards are going to be anywhere under 15 to 20,000 MT. Looking at the first budget card here is going to be Pink Diamond Terry Dischinger, and I think for a budget card is one of the best in the game. Can I put him in the S tier category? Not 100% sure, because there is a lot of great budget cards in this game, but he's a 6'7" small forward, 6'11" wingspan, and he's going to be good offensively. He's got the Rudy Gay jump shot on normal timing. He's got the Kyrie Irving dribble style. If you're looking for a great offensive small forward for a budget price tag, it's not going to get much better than Terry Dischinger. I think for his price, he is amazing at the small forward spot. Next budget card is going to be Tyson Chandler, and I truly believe Diamond Tyson Chandler is one of the best budget cards in this game, and he literally goes for like 4,000 MT. He can play center power forward, 7 foot, 7'3" wingspan, and I know you might look at the 62 3 ball and the no shooting badges, but using this card on my no money spent account, he is absolutely ridiculously good. His jump shot is very easy to green. Like, I've had no problems greening with this card with the 62 3 ball and no badges, but the defense about this, the thing about this card is his defense. 96 block, 96 interior defense, has crazy good Hall of Fame defensive badges, good speed, agility, and strength for that center and power forward position, and then also does have a 95 standing dunk and a 90 driving dunk as well. So I think Tyson Chandler, for his price, one of the best value cards in this game, and I do think is one of the best budget cards as well. Gonna put him in the S tier category. Next budget card, I think, is going to be a guy that's also going to be an S tier, and that's going to be Pink Diamond Hakeem. Now, he probably is one of the more expensive cards on this list, seeing him for anywhere between like 30 and 40,000 MT as I'm recording this video. A 7-foot center, can also play power forward, 7'3" wingspan. He's just a better version of Tyson Chandler, has maybe a better jump shot, higher 3 ball, you know, maybe a couple shooting badges here and there, but realistically not that much better than a Tyson Chandler, just that 3 ball and potentially the jump shot. But both these cards really good for that budget price tag. I think are both going to be in the S tier category. Talking about Pink Diamond Ron Artest, I think you got to put him in A. He is such a good two-way card, and he's very similar to another card on this list that we'll talk about right now, and that's going to be Pink Diamond Danny Green. Both these cards are really good 3-and-D options. Ron Artest, 6'7", can play the 2, 6'11" wingspan. I mean, take a look at those defensive stats and badges. They are elite for a Pink Diamond card. He's got that Rudy Gay base, Rudy Gay upper on normal timing, so the same jump shot as Terry Dischinger. I don't know if either of these cards are S tier worthy. They're really good for what they do. They fit a role, they play good defense on the perimeter, some of the best lockdown cards in this game, and they hit wide open threes. Besides that though, they don't give you too much else, but that's all they really need to do, and they fit their role really perfectly in a budget lineup for a budget price tag. Ron Artest under 20k, Danny Green's like 10,000 MT, both really good for their price. Wesley Person, I think, is probably that step below. His jump shot's good, but he doesn't really give you much defense compared to a Ron Artest, compared to a Danny Green, and he's not as good offensively as a card like Terry Dischinger, but he's still solid, right? Good jump shot, Mikal Bridges base, Oscar upper on quick timing, has that D-book dribble style. Could have seen some better defensive stats. The badges are pretty good, tons on gold for defense. Does have like Hall of Fame Deadeye, Limitless, Set Shot, Shifty, and a 96-3, so he's definitely good at shooting the ball, which is really nice to see for a budget price tag, but I think he's probably going to be in that B tier category. Diamond Jaren Jackson Jr., he seriously might be S tier. He is so good for a budget price of only like 10,000, 15,000 MT. A really good defensive power forward, has like a 97 block, 92 interior, a good jump shot, and he's very similar to that Galaxy Opal Jaren Jackson Jr., who is one of the best cards in this game at the power forward position. So I think his diamond version is almost as good, going to be in the A, potentially the S tier category. I think Tyson Chandler is a little bit better of a card personally, but I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is right up there in the A tier category. Matt Barnes, he's S tier. He is so good. If you guys don't have Pink Diamond Matt Barnes, and if you guys need a budget shooting guard, go pick him up. 6'7" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan. He's got such a good release. This is one of the faster jump shots in this game for a budget card. Really easy to green. He's a great defender. He just does everything so well. Like so many good Hall of Fame defensive badges. A great jump shot. I think he's one of the best budget cards. I like him over a Ron Artest and over a Danny Green as well. Talking about Doug Christie, I think he's that B tier option. Again, Wesley Person, similar card, good jump shot, but doesn't really have those defensive stats and badges to compete with the other really elite shooting guards at the budget price tag, like a Danny Green and a Ron Artest. Pink Diamond Giannis, I still think he's A tier. I know he came out in season 1. I know he's a very, outdated card badges wise, but he does have 5 on Hall of Fame, posterizer, paint patroller, post lockdown, and yes, he only has a 67 3-ball. But this card is still Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's still 6'11" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan, some of the best animations, one of the best player models in this game, and he still gets crazy good slashing animations. He's so glitchy of a card, and he's come down quite a bit in price, only about 30,000 MT when I'm recording this video. I think Giannis is still going to be an A tier budget card. Vando, he's really good for an Amethyst, and he is very well rounded, but the thing about Vando is his jump shot is kind of wonky. It's on quick timing, it's just a little bit hard to green, but his defense is really good. Every single badge in the game on defense on gold, he's got 90 in every single defensive category, 95 vert, 95 driving dunk. Like, he's a great card for only like 2,000 MT. I just feel like that jump shot does hold him back a little bit, being wonky and being hard to time. Looking at the next budget card is going to be Pink Diamond Cade, and I don't know if he's A or B. I think he's probably A. He's still 6'6" at point guard, 7-foot wingspan. The stats aren't amazing on this card, jump shot only on normal timing. Is it crazy to say that Cade is probably B tier? I think he's a good budget card, but I think there's going to be a couple better point guards in the budget price tag. Cat, I would say, is also B tier. Just a solid budget card, can shoot the 3-ball, stretch the floor. Not going to be a great defensive card though. DeLon Wright, I think's really good, man. DeLon Wright could even be in B tier. I think I'll probably keep him in the C tier category alongside Kamara. I think Kamara, however you say his last name. Both these cards are very good defensive cards from the radioactive set. Pink Diamond Stephon Castle, I know this might be crazy, but I think he's still an S tier budget card. He is so good at point guard. Like, he seriously is one of my favorite cards in this entire game. Not even just talking about budget cards. 6'7" point guard, 6'9" wingspan. He's basically just another version of Magic Johnson. He's got a great dribble style, which helps him score the basketball, and he's a really good slasher as well. And he's got a good jump shot, but mainly here for his defense and his size at the point guard position. Diamond Paolo Banchero, I think he's on that same tier as Jaren Jackson Jr. He's a really well-rounded small forward, and he's also very similar to his Galaxy Opal version. If you compare Diamond Paulo to Galaxy Opal Paulo, we can see the diamonds on the left, the Galaxy Opals on the right. Stats-wise, like +2 3, +4 mid-range, +2 driving layup, +4 ball handle, +2 perimeter, +2 agility, +3 speed. Not huge improvements that are going to be that noticeable in game. The only big difference, I guess you could say, is 10 Hall of Fame badges for the Galaxy Opal compared to the Diamond, because the animations are literally the exact same across every single animation. So there's no real big difference in these two cards, and Galaxy Opal Paulo is known as one of the best small forwards in this game. So I think getting his Diamond version for only like 20k is actually really good value for Diamond Paulo Banchero, and I think it makes him at least an A tier budget card, potentially going to be in that S tier category. Franz Wagner, I think is C tier. He's 6'10" as shooting guard, but besides that, really doesn't provide too much value. I think Alex Sarr is going to be an A tier for sure. A nice versatile card that's good defensively, and it's nice that he can also play that power forward position. Talking about Thurl Bailey, I think he's probably a step below a card like Giannis, a card like Paolo Banchero, Jaren Jackson Jr. at the power forward, small forward position, but he is 6'11" at small forward, has that good height, but his stats are a little bit underwhelming and doesn't have the greatest jump shot in the world, but I still think he's a very solid budget card at that B tier category. Diamond Dyson Daniels, I think he's on that same level as Cade. I think his defense is nice. He's 6'7" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan, 98 steal, 94 perimeter, really good hops on the defensive end. Wish he had some better dribble sigs, but he does have a decent jump shot on quick timing. And I think, Stephon Castle's a little bit better at point guard, but I think both Cade and Dyson Daniels are going to be for sure in that B tier category. Rui Hachimura, very mediocre of a card, probably going to be in D tier. I would say he's the worst card on this list, and I'm probably also going to move Franz Wagner down to the D tier category. Rui, 6'8" at small forward, 6'10" wingspan. He's not bad for a budget card. Like, these are the 30-35 best budget cards in this game, so it's not like there's necessarily a bad budget card on this list, but I just think out of the 30-35 we're ranking, these are probably two of the worst we're going to talk about. Pink Diamond Big Z has a lot of value because he's 7'3" at center, 7'7" wingspan. It's nice to have that tall of a center in this game. Yes, he's a little bit slow, but he can shoot the 3-ball nicely, and that size is going to be very valuable for a budget center card. Bilal Coulibaly, I think is probably B tier. You can maybe argue A. I think Danny Green, Ron Artest, I would personally take over him. I take Terry Dischinger over him as well, but I think he's probably going to be one of the best budget cards here in that B tier category. A very well-rounded 6'8" shooting guard at that budget price tag. I think Michael Cooper is also B tier. I think he's very underrated, one of the best on-ball defenders in this game at the shooting guard position. Pink Diamond Zach LaVine, I think you could argue A. He's a very good offensive point guard. I'm going to put him in that same tier as Dyson Daniels and Cade. I'm not sure if he's better than both those cards, but I think they're all around that same tier in the B tier category. Derek Coleman, not bad, but I think he's probably also going to be in D tier. I think Topic and Goga are both going to be in C tier. Not bad for Amethyst cards, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things, when we're talking about the best budget cards in this game, I think they're kind of on the lower end. I think both, DeLon Wright and Kamara are both better at that budget tier. I think Asar Thompson is B tier. He's really athletic, a good defensive card, great slasher, but does lack a great jump shot and a high 3-ball. I think Zach Edey potentially could be S tier because of his size. I mean, he's 7'10", or sorry, he's not 7'10", he's 7'5" at the center position, 7'10" wingspan, an absolute bully ball on the inside. Really good for guarding cards like Wembanyama, Yao Ming, Kristaps Porzingis, all those tall centers in the game. Really nice to have that tall center. And then the last couple budget cards here are going to be Kobe White. Again, probably in that B tier category. Maybe potentially could put him in A tier. I think he's better than those cards. I think he's better than Cade, better than LaVine and Dyson Daniels. So going to throw Kobe White probably in that like lower A tier category. And then GG Jackson is good for an Amethyst card, but once again, not sure if he's on the same level as some of these really good small forwards and shooting guards at the budget tier. But do we want to move a couple cards up to S tier? I think we could. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is so good. I think Zach Edey is also very good for the budget price tag. I think that's going to be my S tier category for this budget card tier list. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about my tier list? Let me know what you guys would change, and let me know what are your guys' favorite budget cards to be running right now in my team. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.